I'm here to do a quick 30-minute goal setting piece, okay? Something that has really been helpful to me. I want to invite you into the lab, something that I'm really excited about, something that I'm going to go through with you guys here really shortly, all right? So welcome to the Winning Goal Setting Formula Workshop. Honestly, I'm doing this because I really care, because I want to be sure that you're not off to a start that's going to make it difficult for you to hit your goals in the near future. And I'm here because, honestly, it's working for me. And one of the things we rarely do is share some of the secrets that are really helping us to have a high performance. So feel free to share this with anyone. Feel free to, add people to this. Feel free to answer questions and ask questions in that way as well. Really want you guys to interact, but I'm only taking 30 minutes. So this is about to move really quickly. So thank you guys for tapping in here real quick. Just do me a favor and just pay close attention because we're about to move really quickly. All right. So just imagine with me making more money, right? Imagine having more freedom. Imagine having more confidence, right? Imagine these things as a part of your life each and every day. This is something that many of us have been longing for, right? We try to figure out how to put our plans in place so that we can make more money. Or truthfully, our jobs feel like jail cells and now it's a challenge for us, right? Or we just don't have the confidence. Like we sit around watching everybody else launch into things that really matter to them. And now as a consequence, we can't do that. And so I'm just here to help you. Now, this has helped me to achieve over 80% of my goals. So it's on you if you don't pay attention. But I want to make sure you will not be able to accuse Dorsey of not telling you guys what has worked for me. So I just got 30 minutes. Let's move through here really quickly. So some of you guys actually want to launch your own businesses, right? Some of you guys actually want to seek out promotions. Some of you guys actually want to do something really significant, like spend more time with your family. Right? If that's you, say it's me, but you want to spend more time with your children. You want to spend more time with your lady. You want to spend more time with your friends. You want to spend less time working, right? Or even this could actually be a goal. Like you actually want to smile more and actually have time to do the things you really want to do. Well, I'm just going to share some things with you in this next short bit of time that's going to get you there. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to, if you can really grasp what I'm going to talk about really quickly, is you not just scrolling through social media upset because you're watching other people win and watching other people report their statuses, but actually you posting, you looking at your own achievements and sharing your accomplishments. And here's what we want your friends to ask. We want them to ask you, what has changed? And hopefully you can tell them a little bit of what I'm going to talk to you about today really quickly. So thank you for tuning in. If that's not you, this can be you. Like you can be the person that actually finally starts the business. You can be the person that actually publishes the book. You can be the person that actually begins to make more money. You can be the person that has more me time. That could be you. Just tune in for this next couple of minutes. It's not going to cost you anything, and I promise you, you won't regret it. All right. Now, some of you guys might stumble upon this really quickly and be like, yo, I'm good. Right. And if that's you, cool. Everybody tends to say I'm good. It's good to have a sense of confidence and a healthy sense of like, yeah, I got my goals and stuff together. Right. That could actually be you. Right. But this is for those people who actually, like when you think about your goals and you think about what you've done in the past, here's your gesture. You're like, right? Is there anybody that sometimes sighs? I know it's me because I know there's some things that I can do and I should do. So I just want to help you. I'm here to help you. Or here are some words that are associated with it for you. It is disappointed or lack of motivation or fatigued. How about that? Right? Or stressed when you think about your goals. So I'm going to give you some secrets and some tips here really quickly. I just want to give you the philosophy, right? But the truth is I want to help you. I really want to help you, not because I am some kind of the only expert that's out there talking about goal setting, but because I know it worked for me. Now, you may have to stop right now. You want to know where I'm going. I want to shoot you over to www.procrastinationproof.com. If you're watching and you want to type that in, go ahead and do that. Procrastinationproof.com. It covers everything that I'm going to say today. And of course, it extends the opportunity for you to get to know, since 30 minutes is certainly not enough time to fix all of it, but I want to make sure that you know what we're talking about. So here's my question. Or here's the question you probably be asking, like, how do I know I need goal setting help, right? And I want to talk to the people who are like, cool, I got it, right? I'm good at my goals, right? I lost 20 pounds last year. Great. Happy for you. I want to clap for you. Good for you. But somebody else might be saying, like, how do I know I need help? Because some people need help and they don't even know they need help. Some people are really trying to hit their goals and they don't even know it. I'm going to put it up on this board so you can see it, but let me see if you fit any of these descriptions. You know you can benefit from this if you're still writing on 8 by 11 pieces of paper talking about these are my goals and they're super general. Like, you know you can benefit from this if you're still flipping through one of those traditional writing pieces and you got your pencil and this is the way you do it. I'm not suggesting that you're not performing at a high level. I'm just suggesting that I remember when I was there. I remember when that's what I used to do. And of course, you know, I certainly don't want to leave you there. You also know, and I don't mean to take a shot at anybody, but you also know that you could probably benefit from some of these secrets if you did a vision board this year, all right? If vision boarding is your thing, right? Like you got together and you clipped out all of these wonderful newspapers and you had a great group moment, like you actually want to pay attention. Like if that's you, if you fit that description, do not click off now. Trust me, you're going to benefit from this, all right? But if you want to know what I'm going to say, go on over to procrastinationproof.com. Or you know you need help if you're facing another cycle of unfinished goals, right? If that's you, just type into the chat, it's me. Like, I'm tired of setting goals and not hitting them. I'm just trying to see if you're here. In these 30 minutes, it would not help you to sit here and not engage. So if you're here, go ahead and type it in. But if you're facing another cycle of unfinished goals, or if you're second guessing yourself, so the truth is sometimes we have goals that we want to go after, but we think ourselves out of them before we can even put them down on paper. And so that could be you. That's called second guessing. Like, I'm just not sure when it comes to my goals. This tool will give you that type of clarity, and I'm gonna give you these secrets real quick. The other one is, and I'm gonna call this, and don't take it from me, I'm gonna call it the I'll try harder syndrome. So you may have come into this season of execution and you may be like, it's okay, I just need to be more focused. I'm gonna try harder. I'm just gonna try harder. Like, that's your motivation. Get yourself up. I'm just gonna try harder. And the truth is, you could try as hard as you can, but without the proper tools, you're just going to be wasting energy. And there's no need to waste any more energy. So I'm trying to help, right? I am Mr. Try Harder. Like, I'm the one that's gonna grind until I can't grind no more. Right? But you want to pay attention, and this is free. It's ain't gonna cost you nothing. And you spend plenty of time watching other things that either just, you know, they don't really do nothing for you. They're just mindless, you know, media. This is not mindless media. So if you hit with that I'll try harder syndrome, like you're in that right now, like you're just trying harder, you want to pay attention. All right? And last, of course, if you're already behind. So you may have started down some goal efforts and you already find yourself up against the wall. You already feel yourself in a position where it's like, oh man, not again. All right. This is how you know you need some help. All right. So if it's you, say, hey, I need some help. And if you need some help, go on over to procrastinationproof.com. That's what we're getting at. And we have found a way to overcome procrastination. And I promise you, it's helping 80% plus of the goals. But let's just keep going. And the other one, listen, you also know if you need help if you just settle. Like, you're not even living anymore. Can I tell you that I look at some of my clients' goal sheets before we meet together, and I'm like, you're not even living. Like, this isn't the life you want to live. You just jotted some stuff down. All of this might as well just be a general task list. And goals are not supposed to be general task lists. They're supposed to be something that drives us, that gives us this reason to wake up, right? This extra energy, this focus. That's what this is supposed to be. You know, somebody actually needs to hear this. You may want to tag them. You may want to send this over to them. But I promise you, this ain't going to be up long. But I wanted to pause and give you 30 minutes. Let me get over to these secrets, all right? So stay tuned. Here's coming. Let me tell you what it did for me. Because some of you guys are like, man, how do I know for myself? Okay, I know for myself because I was able to actually start a savings account for my family. Right, in a short period of time, we were able to put over $2,000 in that account. That may not necessarily be a big deal for you, but it's a big deal for me. This tool actually helped me to publish my book. Finally, I was trying to get that book out. Well, actually published several books, if I were to be honest about it, because I've been pushing out books. And every time I want to push out a book, I depend on this particular tool. and it helps me. And if you paid any attention, you can find me, you can Google it, look up my name, Charles Dorsey, you'll see the books that I've been able to put out. The other thing that it's helped me to do, and I don't share this is me being super transparent, that's why this ain't gonna be up that long, but it helped my business to exceed $250,000 of revenue, right? And I was like, man, how am I gonna do this? I remember when I started using this tool and I put that goal down, I promise you, it's a game changer, right? So for those of you who are trying to hit revenue marks and you're looking for a tool to help you to do that, hello, you just found it. And I don't know what you're waiting on. Go over to www.procrastinationproof.com and you'll discover it. All right. 24 date nights with my wife. Where are all my people in relationships? Where are all my husbands? Where are those people who are just thirsty to invest more time in a relationship with your spouse? Like, you know you're doing okay in your professional life, but personally, your children aren't seeing you. Personally, your wife or your husband is not happy with you. You don't even know how to fix that thing. This is actually a tool that will help you to do that. And then there were some fun things, right? Like, I learned to use my camera professionally and take headshots. And I don't care what you say. That's not only fun, that's important. And some of us need this right now, because if I came over to your profile, I'd be looking like, wow, what's going on here, right? And then when we talk about fitness, certainly hit some fitness goals. You may be watching, I've been working on these abs, done over 125 ab workouts. And last but not least, I was able to obtain my mortgage loan officer's license. That means that I can actually help people get into homes. And that was something that I really wanted to do, because if you get into a home, you can help change people's lives. This tool helped me to hit those marks in a period of time. And when I looked up, I was like, wow, how did it happen to have to point back to this? All right, so let me go ahead and get into this tool. And this is where I'm going to go on this board. So I hope you guys are paying attention. Philosophically, here it is now. What allows us to perform at such a high level? I'm glad you asked. We like to call them our 7 goal setting, right? Or winning, right? Categories. This is proprietary material. I'm going to share it with you for free real quick, all right? I'm going to give you the places where you need to establish your goals. I do not have the time to help you to actually get to them, but I can certainly tell you where we have come to after years and years of study. And I absolutely am using the tools that I've learned in school as well. So here's where we start. If you actually want to be able to achieve your goals, you have to have goals in the area of wellness. Okay? Wellness. What goals are you setting in wellness? Some people are like, man, what do you mean when you say wellness? I'm talking about self-care. I'm talking about mental health, right? I'm talking about emotional health. I'm talking about spiritual health. I'm just talking about internally, what are you doing to take care of yourself? That should be at the top of your goal setting list. If you do not have goals there, trust me, you're missing something. And I want to talk to those people who only set goals in one dimension of your life. We put you in 7 different categories that are going to change the way you think about your goals and change the way you go about life. So some of you guys are failing because you only have goals in one area, like you only have fitness goals or you only have economic goals, and you're wondering why you can't find satisfaction. It's because you're not necessarily seeing where satisfaction comes from in your life. So that's the first one. We got wellness. Then we got the next one, which you probably are really familiar with, and that is health. Okay, this area of health. So I don't have to do a lot of talking here, right? Because basically everybody sets health goals, right? So of course that deals with food and eating, right? Of course that deals with fitness. This is where your fitness goals are going to go, right? But one of the areas that I actually plan to work on here, it also deals with like skin and hair, okay? Right? And some of us have hygiene goals, but that's external. So now we start with wellness, which is intentionally internal, and we move on to health, which is intentionally external, to be able to speak to the ways that we show up in the world and the things that actually influence how we show up in the world. If you're still with me, say I'm here. All right. Next up, I created this one category that I think is a key component of people's lives. I call it other relationships. Okay, so we live with other people, right? And so when is the last time that you actually established goals with like friends? social interaction goals. I know, and some of us, this might be the year where you're setting dating goals. Like finally, you're going to go online and you're going to get back out there. You're going to overcome the pain of your past. You're going to get past the person who hurt you. You're going to try to start trusting again. These are where those goals go. Other relationships, like who are you doing life with, right? That's what we deal with here. Next up is lineage. Okay, so I want to distinguish between the O and the L because other relationships are not necessarily your family. And sometimes when we're setting our goals, first of all, we don't even plan goals in these areas. Like it is important that you consider the relationships that you're in because that's going to help you to be able to establish, right, performance in that space. You can't just randomly move through your relationships. But lineage is a hard one because, of course, it deals with family. It deals with family planning. Right? People who want to have kids. It deals with relationships that need reconciliation, right? Lineage. It deals with children. I mean, come on. This is legacy right here. Why not set goals for that place? So we got to be able to hit all of these areas if we're going to. These are secrets. I'm giving them to you. Come on. If you're here, say I got it, right? But other relationships and lineage. So we want to distinguish, and we don't want to put those two together. The next one is economic goals. And we're just going to call this very simply boss moves. Okay? Right? What are you doing economically? Some of us have unhealthy economic goals, and this is why you want to make sure you work with us. And if you're just done and you've had enough and you got to go over to www.procrastinationproof.com and get this information, right? But we got wellness, health, other relationship, lineage, and economics, right? These are 5 areas of the 7 that you have to have goals in. And we have thought about this. When you don't have goals in either of these areas, it kind of makes it challenging for you. But there are 2 more that I think you're really going to want to pay attention to. And this is a difficult one. I call this mission, and it deals with charity and service. So sometimes our lives, we don't get what we want to get because we are living just for ourselves. I cannot tell you how much this transformed my life. It wasn't until I had goals in the mission space, like how much money do you want to give away? Which organizations do you want to connect to? What group that's really struggling can benefit from the way you live your life? Why would you have all of this success in these other areas and nobody benefit from it? And so mission has to be a part of it. Okay? So this is one of the secrets. And when there is mission connected to your goals, it's a game changer. All right, last up, of course, is entertainment. And so I'll just need to talk to some of those people who are workaholics. Like all you do is work. Work. That Rihanna song, that's you, of course. But you've got to plan for entertainment. All right, so here it is. This is fun and adventure. Now, I know some people are watching and you say, listen, I don't have any issue having fun. That's true, but your fun is spontaneous. You just come up with it randomly. Like you just figure out like, hey, I think I'm going to do something fun today. And what that does is that disrupts the rest of the goals that you have. And then we've got those people who are workaholics or people who were raised by people who said, look, ain't no time for fun. You ain't got no time for fun. What is fun? What is that? What are you doing? I don't have time for that, right? And so here it is. These are our 7 goal setting categories. And these are all game changers. Now, where can we actually be helpful? First of all, this is really, really memorable. Our 7 goal setting winning categories are really, really memorable. If you have not checked it out, check it out. This is what it spells. Whole me. Boom. And this is the life that we're trying to get you to, where you feel whole, where you get to deal with all of the various aspects of the way that you live. And we have categorized this, and we think that if you not only get goals in these spaces, but you got the accountability and the support and some of the extra stuff that we're talking about, we think that this is a game changer. It changed for me. I'm hoping that it's going to change for you. All right? So whole me. All right? This is the secret. We're dealing with the whole me. Now, we've got a whole activation process. We've got all of the paperwork that goes along with this because in order to get this done, there are 4 steps that we take people through. We provide accountability. We sit with you and we ask you all the questions. We help you to hone those goals. If you're trying to really improve your life, you want to take advantage of this. All right, now.